Welcome to Blake Street Banter, where one of us knows what the word banter means. The other two are just along for the ride. Tyler, say what's up.
What up? What up?
We are joined by Brendan Hardy. What up, big
What's
dog?
up, guys? How we doing? How we doing? Glad to be
Doing,
back.
yeah, doing well. Running the back. Like, I think it was about a year ago. We had you on
Yep.
for the first time. Spring training and all that.
Oh, yes, sir.
It's good to have you back here. We didn't know. Like, we were just kind of talking about it off air. The free agency, all right, is Brendan coming back? What's going on? So, like, you talked a little bit about it, but like, how was the free agency piece? Like, how terrible was it?
I was about to say, peace in which meaning? Like PIECE or
The
actual
IEC,
like peace?
no, I don't imagine free agency is peaceful at all.
No, it's not. It's not. Honestly, it was just kind of a whirlwind. And I mean, playing out your rookie contract, nobody ever thinks that you'll move past that and you just go straight on to the big leagues. But I will say it was nerve wracking from the jump. But I mean, just having the opportunity from the Rocks again to just come in and try to be a great part and a great addition to the org. I mean, it was amazing. And then also, I mean, it was a blessing. And also just the year that we had in Hartford last year, man, it was just hard to like really not want to come back to that culture, that clubhouse culture, and just seeing the difference just like on our way up. So I mean, dude, it was a great bunch of guys, and like just keeping in touch with everybody during the off season through free agency, and everybody being like, "Bro, we want you back. We need you back." Like it's just like, yo, the clubhouse ain't gonna be the same without you. And then let alone just going out there and competing with the guys, like it's unmatched, man. I had a lot of fun last year, and I mean, it's really great org. Like I said, really great people, and honestly, I'm just blessed to be here.
I mean, we're glad that you're back. Like, it was awesome. The vibes, like you were saying, the camaraderie, Hartford Yard Goats making the playoffs. Like, I think
Hmm.
your roommate, when he was on with us at the end of the last season, he's like, "This is the first time I've really." I was kind of sad that the season ended. Like wasn't expecting it. Like, there was something different about that Hartford Yard Goats team and that group of guys that was there.
Dude, a lot of tears shed after that second game against Somerset. A lot of tears. And I mean, we had the we had the Hartford group chat popping during the off season. Like guys still staying in touch. Like, dude, it was like the camaraderie and just the brotherhood that we had in that clubhouse. Like I said, I mean, it was honestly unmatched. Like I've had fun playing baseball, but like that was by far some of the most fun that I've had throughout my whole career.
And that's good to hear, because like most of the time, like we hear about the grind of baseball, the long seasons. Like,
Mhm.
you guys are playing 6 out of 7 days a week, all at the same time. You don't really have any break until the All-Star break, which is what, 4 days, 3 days, something like crazy. Like,
Yeah,
like it's not even a break really. And
it's
so like
really
you have
not.
this you have this drain of a season on you, but like it it's got to feel nice. I don't know, if not dogging on the Mets or whoever before, but like it's got to feel nice just like having guys on your side going through it and like rooting for each other. Like, every time we talk to you, like you guys, like the goats, like, so to speak, it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
that was fun. Like, that was a good
Hey,
time, and
man.
like just being dogs together.
Oh yeah. So I mean, what was it? Our ongoing joke after we went to Reading the first time, there was this heckler, so to speak. Um, he was down by the bullpen. He was ragging on everybody, but like also at the same time, he was super cool. And he was from New York, and we just basically called him the Hooters guy because he had this Hooters jersey and the cup, like to go with
Just
it.
leaned into it.
Hey, look. There's no telling what was in that cup because he was talking kind of crazy. But he was like, man, look at those yard dogs. So like, we were always like, hey man, we were like, hey man, come on now. We the yard dogs. We gotta we gotta do our thing. And I mean, just like having an easy bunch to go into the locker room with every day, and just like you never know what you're gonna get, but you always know that it's going to be great vibes. Like it just makes it easier waking up every day, just going through the grind with each other.
I love that. And like, all right, and then you gotta tell us about the arm barn, the basketball hoop. So I got you slacking. It was a random
Yeah.
game in June, July. I don't know what it was, but there's a hoop out there in the goat barn.
Oh yeah, man, we get buckets, dog. We get buckets out there, and it's like obviously you gotta have some feel with it. Like if we're losing, you gotta be chilling. But that picture that you caught me slacking in, we were it was pregame first and foremost. Game hadn't started. We had a little layup line going, as you saw, a little jelly, a little fillet going on. But nah, man, we got the little mini hoop over there, and plenty of games of 21 were played throughout the season. And I'm not gonna lie, Shivi, he got us most of the time. For some reason, he just had a scope on it, and I mean, he was just giving us the work, man, until he got called up. Obviously,
I would not have guessed that was Chivi's arsenal there.
it is, man. He's a man of many talents.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so off season's been going well for you. How was it being back home doing the whole camp thing? How was that?
It was cool. Got to run a few camps. Did some youth lessons and everything. Kind of like the typical minor league grind during the off season. But it was great to be home, be around family, get to basically just got to see and spend time with some loved ones that I just didn't have the time with the past couple years, due to shortened off seasons and everything like that. So it was just good to be back home, but I was itching to come back, man.
Like, when does that itch start, like, getting a little bit bigger in the off
January 1st.
As soon as the holidays are over, like it's time to go ramp it up.
Dude, I got done celebrating New Year's and I was like, baseball is the only thing on my mind. Like I'm ready for spring training. I'm ready to go ahead, get into the season. Like that's whenever I guess you could say the switch finally flips. Because like the first half of the off season, you're like, okay, I'm grinding, I'm in the weight room, working on this, working on that, and then January hits. For me personally, I'm like, all right, dude, let's go.
During the holidays, was the longest time that you went without a baseball in your hand? Like how many days do you think, or was there a day?
There wasn't, because like, dude, I fidget. I literally fidget with baseballs. Like I have some laying around here, and like I'll literally just be sitting there flipping all my pitches. Like I'll just throw them straight up. And I'm like, all right. Like, oh, if I don't get we actually had a snow day that shut down everything in Mississippi for like 3 straight days. And I was actually taking snowballs and I had like my glove outside and I'm sitting there throwing at a tree, like just modified, like touch and feel type vibe.
That's a classic thing to do. Like growing up in the snow, that's all I ever do. Like, is how many of these 5 can I hit the tree with? How far back can I go? I still do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like, I guess I was on your vibe then.
Yeah. Like snow in Mississippi, it doesn't happen ever.
No, never, man. And I swear the city doesn't know how to act. Like the whole state doesn't know how to act whenever it snows. It's like all you need is rock salt, let it melt, and we'll be good. But no, like it almost felt like quarantine all over again. I was like, dude, I can't do it.
We're gonna stay over here for a little bit. Were you working on any new grips, any new pitches with the snowballs? Are we adding anything this off season?
Nah, man, you can't spin with the snow.
I do know that, yeah.
But no, I mean, shoot, this off season it was more so just like giving my body the proper rest and then also like modifying my workload and getting rid of some excess fat and just like coming in just feeling better just physically, mentally, and spiritually. So that was my main focus, and this whole camp it'll just be like being sharp, making sure we're throwing everything in zone, and I mean, shoot, God will take care of the rest.
Just follow the plan that's there. I love that. So like, So as you're coming into this 25 season, you're at spring training for probably a week or two so far, probably a little bit longer. Do you have any goals for 2025? Are we setting any goals? Are you a goal setting type, or how do we get ready mentally for the grind that is the baseball season?
I feel like mentally it's just for me, because like I said, I am an overthinker. So like my mind is constantly on baseball. But and just like how could I get better? How could I get sharper? How could I make this pitch better? Um I would just say mentally for me, as far as a goal would be like just not necessarily overthinking and stressing about like what I need to get done at the field, and just kind of like being where my feet are per se. But also at the same time, like everybody wants to make the big leagues. Like, hey, that's just what it is. But I mean, like I said, all I could do is just take it one pitch at a time wherever I'm at, and we just go from there.
Yeah, love that outlook. Like it's gotta be hard. Like I just think in my own life, like I got to ground myself too. Like I'm an overthinker. I'm constantly thinking about 3-4 days ahead, two steps ahead. Like, what am I doing after this? Is kind of like on my mind, like constantly. And it's like, all right, I just need to take a step back. I just need to be. I'm going to put this off to the side. I'm going to just go be 30, 45 minutes with my kids for a little bit and just like, let's do this. I'm going to just walk away. Like, it's so hard to do that. Like,
It is.
I don't know where I'm going with that, and I'm not like trying to set you up for like anything there, but it's just like shit's hard.
No, I mean 1,000%. Like just like how you said, shit's hard, man. Like I mean, especially like going into free agency and then coming out of it right now, it's like, hey man, like obviously spent a year in double A last year, and obviously like everybody wants to break camp with triple A, but also at the same time, it's just you can't control like what transactions happen and whatever else happens. So like that's why all I all I try to focus on, and they reiterate it to us all the time through our mental skills staff, is just being present. And like whenever you could just sit there and be present and just enjoy every moment, like you just, I mean, the rest just takes care of itself. So trust, we'll both be working on that, Aaron.
Yeah,
I got
we'll
you.
have to check in at the end of the season. Like, how are we just handling that
Oh yeah,
being present piece?
1,000%. I mean, shoot, man, we can make it a weekly or monthly check-in. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Hey, where you at? How you feeling? Where were we going with this?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, checking in on people constantly and checking in on yourself and your people around you. Like me and my wife kind of have those moments every once in a while. Like we'll just sit there Wednesday night. We're going, what was today? Like, how did this happen? And we just both like, all right, we're gonna just move past this. We're gonna be in this here. Where are we going at? We're gonna just move past it. And
1,000%.
it's huge. It's huge to do all that.
And I mean, you gotta live in the positive zone sometimes too. Like, hey, if you go back to double A, like you're a yard dog again. You see the Hooters guy again. You have some good times out there.
Exactly. And I mean, like, yeah, there. Honestly, like, if I went back to Hartford, man, like, dude, I'd appreciate it the same way that I appreciated it last year. And I mean, it was just the fans are unreal. Love them. The staff, like the stadium staff, like they were amazing. The hospitality, unmatched, everything. So like honestly, like I said, I just had to learn like this off season, you got to take everything as a blessing for sure, because like nothing is guaranteed, and just enjoying where you're at until it's your time to move on to the next level. And it's like, okay, cool. It's like I appreciated the time that I was there. I appreciated what it had to offer. I learned from it, and you just keep growing.
Yeah, I love that outlook. I love that outlook. I saw on your Instagram story, Patrick Lee from the Tigers.
Yeah.
I only bring it up because I went to a Whitecaps game this last summer with my kids, and Patrick Lee had a day. Like he went off, he was player of the game. Like Max Clark was in town, and everybody was watching him, and Max and Patrick just went off. And I think he got called up to lead, or was
Yeah.
the double
Yeah,
A.
no.
like a week later, or like later that week, I was like, all right, I think I got a new Tigers prospect to watch. Just,
Yeah.
I guess talk about your person Patrick there. I don't know.
So my boy Patrick, it's funny how we actually met, right? So me and Patrick met our senior years of high school because we both graduated in 2018. And I went to a prom with a girl that went to his school. And so he grew up probably like 30 to 45 minutes away from me. And that was my first time meeting him. We played against each other that previous summer, like in our school summer ball, like, that whole deal.
Yeah.
And but didn't really know who each other were. None of that. We met at that prom. We kicked it. It was cool. And then he went on to go play at William Carey in Mississippi. It's an NAIA. And like I went on to the draft, everything like that. And whenever I was home and sometimes like I would go out, whatever, I would see him and we would just kind of like keep in touch, whatever, just as associates. We would chop it up and it would be like, hey man, how you doing? All that good stuff. Nice little recap. And then like, dude, I was super proud of him from what he did in the draft league in 23, whenever he had left college. And I was like, dang, man, I'm surprised. Like, this dude didn't get signed. And then next thing you know, he came home, grinded, and what was it? He went to, and I know that if you get him on here or if you set up a podcast with him, like he would absolutely love it, man. I promise you. He's real down to earth, super cool dude. And what was it? Went to indie ball for 3 weeks, got signed by the Tigers.
Okay.
Next thing you know, shot through the system, and we reconnected this past offseason since we were both back home in Mississippi, and we were both running lessons at the same facility. And so like we would just always chop it up, and we were just talking, and we were like, dude, it's crazy how we both had two completely different paths coming out of high school, but we're both at the same spot, like at this moment in time.
Yeah.
So it was just like, dude, and I try to tell people all the time, I'm like, there are so many different ways that like you could get to the big leagues, AAA, AA, like however, like whatever level. Like there is no like everybody has a different time, everybody has a different path and everything like that. So like just seeing his success, like dude, it just honestly hypes me up, and like seeing him making plays in the big league games and everything, like I told him the other day, I was like, bro, just keep enjoying it. And he was like, oh, most definitely will.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him.
That's cool. I gave it because we were able to go on the field afterwards for kids ran around the bases and they were all signing. It was like, hey, nice game. He's like, thanks, man. And it was just cool. Like he's just a cool guy. Just a cool guy.
Yeah.
So
I'm telling you, man.
There, it's fun.
Hey, it's Southern hospitality. You never meet a stranger.
No. Combine that with the Midwest nice, like it's an unstoppable force. Like
there you
everybody's
go.
gonna be happy. We're good.
For sure.
All right, we're gonna get you out of here. Before we do, when you're in Hartford last year, driving up to Reading, you have to stop at the party store, the convenience store. You need a snack for the road. What are you grabbing? On the way?
Okay. First and foremost, I need to know if they have an icy machine. That's the first thing.
It's a good call.
I'm going to say no, just so I know what your other answers are.
Okay. No icy machine?
No icy machine.
That's fine. I'll say purple body armor. That's the drink. And then I need a core water. I need that. So those are the two drinks. And I would probably say it's funny because I have them sitting right here. I need my cheddar Pringles. Need those. Purple pack of Skittles.
Okay.
Oh, like I eat purple pack of Skittles before every game. Like,
I mean,
Marshawn.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that Marshawn Lynch proved that Skittles is what you're supposed to do before you go do something athletic.
1,000%. Like, dude, immediate energy. And then what was it? It's better than pre-workout sometimes. So I got that, and then probably a purple pack of Lifesavers, and I'm good. I'm right back on the bus.
Okay, so no, Gary J is in the chat saying he's grabbing Tootsie Rolls.
Okay, yo, Gary. Okay,
Gary
that was our club.
Is this Hooters guy? Is this the Hooters guy?
No, that's not Hooters guy. That was our clubby in the fall league in 23, and they had. Oh crap! So the Mets media team came out there for a week, and they had an interview with us at the stadium where they're like, it was Halloween weekend, and they're like, all right, go to Halloween candy. I froze up and I go, Tootsie Rolls. Dude, they made a meme out of me so quickly in that clubhouse. Like they had cutouts of that exact screenshot, like with the Tootsie Roll edit in there and everything with my face. And they put it in the locker room. They put them all over my locker and then put them in the weight room, everything. So it was just like wherever I went, I had to relive that moment that I said Tootsie Rolls. And I'm like, bruh. And I come back and I'm like, no, it's Reese's peanut butter cups or Snickers, but it was too late. It was too late.
Yeah, I like Noah's idea here. A little Brendan Hardy Tootsie Roll t-shirt. And so instead of saying Tootsie Roll, we're going to put Brendan Hardy in the Tootsie Roll font and make a t-shirt. We're just going to lean into it with you.
Go ahead and go for it, man. Go for it. On the drive out here, my dad was sitting over. Yeah, he did send me Tootsie Rolls to Hartford immediately. Like, as soon as I showed up, I remember, like, the first week before we even started games, I had to send a picture because I didn't know who the culprit was. I had to send a picture in our fall league group chat, and I was like, yo, who's the funny guy? And they're like, it wasn't me, but that is hilarious. I was like, awesome.
Gary, thank you for coming into the chat with that. I love that. That's a great story. All right. I guess we have one more question. Noah Spirek in the chat with PSB here. Who do you have winning the March Madness this year? Put all on the line.
Honestly, I mean, I'm not gonna. No, not you, Dub. Yeah, we got a proud alumni over here.
Huskies.
College.
Hey. Okay, sorry I didn't.
In the same spot.
Exactly. Look, he goes, sorry, we're in the same spot. You see? Hey, it's the path, man. It's the path. But no, I would say I got to pull for my SEC teams, man. SEC or nothing. It just means more. You already know.
Oh my God.
Look, everybody hates it.
Whole conference getting in. Whole conference getting in.
Exactly. No, but I mean, look, I can't say an exact school. You know, March Madness is called that exactly for a reason. So I just got to roll with any SEC team, honestly.
Any SEC team. All right, whatever. Stick to your roots. That's fine. I will say I have watched 0 minutes about college basketball, and I live in Michigan with Michigan State, Michigan, right around the corner. So that's where my basketball knowledge starts and ends. So
I got you.
I got nothing here.
You see, all right. So I'll just say Auburn or Alabama.
Okay, so we narrowed it down at least. Okay.
Yeah. So the state of Alabama.
Yeah. Just the whole state wins, right?
Exactly. Oh yeah. No, if one of them win,
yeah,
like,
right?
Do you know their basketball history over there? Dude, I'm telling you. That is a win for the whole
UAB,
state.
UAB the Cinderella. Come on.
Yeah, true. Go Blazers.
Yeah, right. All right, Brendan, I thank you. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Good luck with Braden. I don't know how that's gonna go for you, but
never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment.
As you can expect. But nah, thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Tyler. Man, I appreciate y'all having me back on. It's been a joy seeing y'all again, man. And anytime y'all want to chop it up, you already know. Just hit me up, man.
Yeah, we'll run it back soon. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Brendan.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me.
See ya.
Later.